churned out more than 150 yards and found pay dirt a couple of times in their victory last game. Looking for a gap. It's Owens. Turning it on. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Play fake, Reed. Right side, it's Horton. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And I think one of the secret sauces from a year ago for A&M was Craver and Concepcion. They were the best 1-2 punch in college football as far as playmaking receivers. Guys that could catch it short and take it long. Now you bring in Horton, who comes over from Alabama. This receiving core now, can they continue to grow? Can the passing game get better, Palmer, and take that next step?
Well, the good news is you still got Marcel Reed throwing the football, right? A guy with tons of experience and a guy who's made a lot of big plays throughout his career. So you bring in Horton, who comes over for Alabama, big physical guy who can make plays down the field. Craver can take a hitch route 80 yards and score. Still a really good 1-2 punch, and this Aggies offense, especially their passing attack, still going to be tough to stop. Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Marcel Reed to throw for it on 4th. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but on big moments, big 4th downs, they look for it.
And those guys are so hard to get your hands on. Like, you want to come up and jam them, you know the ball's going to come out pretty quickly, but he does a great job winning at the line of scrimmage. QB and him, same page. 4th down, no problem.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Hauls it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Piles his way ahead. Crosses the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. Quick give. It's Bishop. Finds a crease at the 20. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. Rush right in his face. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. The Volunteers will punt it away on fourth down. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Play fake, Marcel Reed. Buying a little time to his left. Left side is Wiley. And they swarm him under.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tells to run, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Holds on, it's Wiley. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Aggies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Throwing Reed. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
These guys aren't human either. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? This is a designed run. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. Instead of trying to just take the lead with a field goal, they'll leave the offense out there to try to punch in the touchdown. Look out! Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And I love it. This offense making no bones about it. We're going to be aggressive. We get the ball down to the red zone, fourth and goal, Palmer. Stay aggressive. They run the football, and they get the touchdown.
And that's the shocking thing, David, is that on fourth down, they have supreme confidence in this offensive line to win up front, one-on-one, get some push, and then how about the ball carrier just finding his way into the end zone?
They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So first down here as they go back to work. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Got it in the middle. It's Davis. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And here comes the offense on second down. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And the defense did a good job stringing that play along, and you can tell he didn't make a decision quickly and kept going towards the sideline and pushing towards his right. And then the defense caught up, played great D, and got him on the ground.
Here comes the heat. Out wide left, it's Staley. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. And the Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Staley. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Vols are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Bishop. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Second down, going to throw it. It's complete on the right side. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Davis. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Straight ahead, it's Bishop. Sees a crease, breaks into the open. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red, inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Defense all over him.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Here's Reed to throw. They're all over him. Quarterback got it himself. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Moves the pocket. It's Reed. Under pressure. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Looking for a crease. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Makes the grab. It's Staley. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the 1st. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Hits inside. It's Bishop. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to...
They run him down as he was trying to buy a little extra time, and the defense wouldn't have it. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Vols send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. He's got great speed. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Reed on the play action. Turns out it's Owens. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Making the adjustment on the play. They'll send the back in motion. On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
The snap wants to start the drive with a pass. Going deep. They went for it all on first down. Didn't connect, but it gave the D something to think about. They'll need a bunch on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Drops back on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jackson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. After making one field goal, he'll need a little distance on. This one a 40-yard try coming. Right down the boulevard, it's good. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with a look at Penn State taking on the Minnesota Golden Gophers.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
They need a huge play on third and long. Reed makes the grab. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. Delayed give. It's Owens. Across the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. They give it to him again. Got some green grass. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Oh, pressure's coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Reed. Out wide right, it's Owens. Oh, he's got some space. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. And the Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone. It's Owens. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Trying to get the corner. He'll toss it. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play.
And you kind of thought in that situation QB might keep it, but makes the right read. Gets it to the pitch man, and what does he do? Gets downhill. Get downhill and get that first down. New set of downs. Nice execution on the option by this offense.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Throwing, Reed. Rushes on. Touchdown, Aggies. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. From the gun, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Back's got it on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. Turning it on. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. From any spot on the field, they're a threat to get a chunk play, and they just did it. First and 10 from the 40. He's past the marker. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Snowed under by the defense. Clock ticks under the 4-minute mark here in the third quarter. A designed run for the quarterback. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And it's not sexy and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Training staff is out there tending to the injured player, and we will step aside. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, here on the Texas A&M sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Just feeds the running back. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Burrowing for yardage. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. They'll run it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I like this. I like aggressiveness, especially early in ball games. Set the tone. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to play 4-down football. Nowadays, it makes a lot of sense. You see it with analytics. Go for it, even if it's in your own territory.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Reed to throw. Got a man. It's Thomas. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Edwards. At the 45 on his way. There he goes. All the way. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. One quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a 1st down at the 38. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Sells to run, looking to pass. Finds his big tight end. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation.
Snags it and he's open. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And the drive has been really, really solid. And we've got to maximize this possession. Down a couple of possessions. Got to make sure we're aggressive, not reckless, but aggressive, and make sure we've got a plan for the shorter part of the field down here so we can get a touchdown.
Maybe an ill-advised throw there into the middle of the field, and it's knocked down and incomplete. Long way to go on 2nd down. Just keeps slinging it. Rush right in his face. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And, man, this defense added again. They've done this so much today. Affected the quarterback, gotten sacks, forced 3rd and long situations. It doesn't matter about the yards on the drive. Now you put them in a very predictable passing situation.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Reed. That's caught. It's Horton. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Reed to the air again. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Sells to fake. Reels it in. Across the 25, he's got room. There he goes to the right. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And the point after is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M's offense takes the field, ready to get this drive going. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Edwards. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Reed. That one just came off his hand badly. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Dropping back, it's Reed. Look out! Trying to make magic on the scramble. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Not a lot of room to make this catch. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Back has it. Here comes the heat. This time he's got his man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Flying down the left side. Touchdown balls! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense, because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this fourth quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. So they just gave up the lead on that last touchdown drive. Now to put something together to go back on top late. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down. Second and long here. Play action with Reed. Myers on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Thomas. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Aggies come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. On the run, it's Edwards.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Reed. Right side, it's Edwards. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Running inside, it's Edwards. Breaks into the open. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
Really put an offensive possession together here that's fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch them own the line of scrimmage, be physical. In this area of the field, this is what they call the fringe, right outside the red zone. It's kind of your last opportunity to take shots, take advantage of the extended space on the field before you get cramped in the red zone. So I look for this offense to be aggressive.
Left side is Horton. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They want to run this quarterback. Got him right there. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Here's Reed to throw. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he got it! And now they've taken the lead in the final 2 minutes and set the stage for a great finish.
Big-time kick late in the 4th quarter to take the lead. Now, not much time left. Defense has to be ready on the sideline, ready for the 2-minute drill, knowing exactly what you're doing to get one more stop.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Makes the quick grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Myers on the move. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Driving forward, it's Edwards. Run ends there. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and 6 yards to go. Reed. Out wide left, it's Morrow. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch him with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in the big moment.
So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Jackson. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
They're all over him. They've got him. Great pressure by this defense. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Under pressure. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Well, I know when the defense goes back and watches this film, it's not going to be perfect, but that was the stop they needed, right, David? You've got 2 great offenses going back and forth. You just got to be able to break serve once, and the defense did it here at the very end. No matter how you do it, I know the stats weren't great, but the most important statistic, they get the